Today we're going to compare two different top load washers. We're going to talk about LG versus Speed Queen. And with LG and with Speed Queen, we're going to focus on a specific model. So with LG, we're talking really the traditional agitator models. So one that has the corkscrew thing right inside the tub, traditional old school top load, not high efficiency without the tub or without the agitator. And we'll get into that. Maybe that's a topic for another video. But at Yale, we absolutely always recommend going with the top loaders, with the agitator, just better wash function. Overall, we'll do a much better job cleaning, turning the clothes. So that's the quick story on that. But again, we can get into that deeper at another point. So LG top load, definitely one of the more popular top load models that we sell here at Yale. And a couple of things with LG and really what they're known for and really the type of customer that goes towards this top load. One, maybe someone that's looking for a little bit more price conscious. When you're comparing it to Speed Queen, it's certainly going to be a less expensive option. Not to say it's necessarily a worse option, it's just less expensive on how they're built and how they go to market. So price point on LG is going to be much more aggressive compared to a Speed Queen. Also, if you're looking for more kind of like higher tech features, app connectivity, being able to download cycles on the app, that is functionality that LG will give you that you're not necessarily going to get with Speed Queen. In addition with them too, is like just some of the wash cycles that they offer are going to be more different and more unique, like a sanitized cycle, AI wash cycle, again, different cycles that you can get with the app. So with LG, you're going to find kind of the traditional top load model be a little bit of a better price point, a lot more cycle options that are going to be there compared to a Speed Queen or anything like that. So just a little different really when you're comparing them. Warranty is going to be a 1-year warranty on an LG, and then you can kind of get in a little bit more on how that compares to Speed Queen.
Yeah, so Speed Queen is everything that's not, but maybe for good reason. So Speed Queen is the customer that says, hey, I want the same machine my grandmother and grandfather had. You know, that thing that was just a workhorse. And that's really, Speed Queen's proud of that. It is simple, okay? Now, we're going to focus on the TC500 series. They make a TR7 series, but the TC5, with their first number in their model is generally the warranty. So a TC5 is going to have a 5-year full parts and labor warranty. A little more expensive, like you said, than an LG. A little less capacity, but still big.
Yeah.
Definitely only are made with agitators. But really a straight workhorse. This is the customer that says, I don't need the Wi-Fi, I don't need the smart apps, I don't need the fancy cycles. I just want a machine that works, that I can run hard and run for a long time. So right down to its weight, I mean, you feel it, it's very heavy. It looks just like it. Rotary knobs, not trying to be anything it's not. So I think they're a little more water consumption, far less than anything you own now if you have a top loader, but a little more than an LG, and a little less capacity, but again, still big.
Yeah.
Customers that have come back from front loaders and just say, it's not for me, it drove me nuts. Speed Queen's where we generally take them. So not a heck of a lot to talk about there, but that's kind of cool that there's not, and that's that customer says, I don't want to talk about all that. I just want it to work. And work
Definitely.
well. Serviceability, super easy to service. Straightforward. Service techs generally love this machine because, again, not a lot of electronics, at least in the 5 series, super clean,
Yeah,
and easy to just diagnose.
Yeah, and the nice thing too, and I've failed to mention capacity. Like the LG definitely is going to be a higher capacity, certainly like at the top end of a traditional top load with agitator, whereas your Speed Queen is a little bit smaller. What's really cool about the Speed Queen, that TC model too, it's like you said, it's old school in the sense of even more old school than like a top load with an agitator, even to the things on how they agitate the clothes, where most machines now, even like the LG and those other Speed Queens like the TR model, they use more of a water-based agitation. So you're still turning the clothes really well with the agitator, but it's a little bit more gentle on the clothes. Whereas that TC Speed Queen, where it's even different than their TR models, that's an old school agitator. So it's gonna be rougher on the clothes, maybe not as gentle, but it is absolutely gonna clean. If you have something that is heavily soiled, you know, you're outside, like whatever it may be, grass stains, muds, things like it's gonna really do a really nice job of turning the clothes and making sure it's filling with as much water to get that clean too.
Final pro tip there, top loaders. If you had an older one, people were used to being able to lift that lid to throw in that extra sock they found around the house. Not anymore. Most of them have a safety lid where it locks. In the Speed Queen model, the T series, the TC5 series, does give you a long period of time that you can continue to add in that first few minutes of the wash. It's really the only one you can lift the lid without having to shut the machine off, let it drain, cancel it, and restart it again. So small point, but for folks actually that
We've
we
all
don't
been
talk to about, they come back and be like, this thing's
Yeah.
driving me nuts. I can't add that last piece.
We've been
So
there.
that's it. You decide. Both good options.
And don't forget to follow us on social media for appliance tips and updates from Yale Appliance.
Your feedback is what shapes our series. Like what you saw? Give us a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. We love hearing from you.
Stay informed and inspired on all your appliance needs. This is Appliance Advisors signing off.